Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars and Keeve YouTube channel. In this video, we're going over the Sprayish Plus Foam X Pro. Then we have the two different versions. We have just the pump version, and then we have the air booster version. It's called the 604 air booster. The company reached out to me after I'd already bought these and actually bought their mini foamer and sprayers too. That'll be another video. And I told them, I was like, I already bought this stuff. And they said, well, we'll send one of these to you for free. At the time, I just didn't feel right about it, so I bought this one as well. So everything in this video I paid for myself. I did set up an affiliate account on their website because between Amazon and between their website, depending on which one you want, there's a better deal both ways. So with the Foam X Pro on their website right now, it's on sale for $89.99, but it doesn't come with free shipping. It's like $12 to me, and I did like West Coast, it was like $20. So it just depends shipping wise. On Amazon, they're $99.99 right now. It's a little bit cheaper, obviously a little bit quicker shipping. With the 604 Air Booster, this is $249.99 on Amazon right now, but it's $229.99 on their website, and that's not a sale price. And code CarsWithKeeve15 will save you 15% and give you free shipping. So it's gonna put this from $229.99 to $195 shipped. The $89.99, that's a sale price, so the discount code can't work with the sale price. So really what we want to see here is how do these compare to the IK Foam Pro 12? And obviously the Foam Pro 12 is about 125 bucks, but at the House of Rags, code CarsWithKeeve to save you 10% there. And that extra money, what do you get out of it? You get a Schrader valve. So there's a valve on there that you can hook up an air compressor, an inflator. Their eFoam Pro air compressor as well can be added on. You just hook it on and you're good to go. It's a really nice feature to already have that Schrader valve. I'm not sure why they don't have one, but we can for sure put one on here. The handle here, these handles are actually quite nice. Brass plunger right there. This is all plastic. The plastic here feels a bit cheaper, in my opinion, than the IK. Those connections, the hose to me is a little bit more flexible. It's not as large. The IK has a much larger diameter. When I'm grabbing it like this, my hand is basically fully extended to be able to pull that trigger up. That could be a fatiguing issue over time. Now, the big advantage that this has over the IK is the walls on this are much thicker than the IK. That's one of the big things that they've stated on their website, that their wall thickness is about 50% more than their competitors. But other things are cheaper. This little hook right here, this plastic here, this plastic cup is cheapy, very cheapy feeling. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you that I just don't understand why companies do this. This is the exact same tank and bottle. There is no difference between these at all. This compressor just screws into the top of this one. Why in the world, when they sell you this, would they not give you the pump as a backup? What happens if I run out of battery in the middle of a job? It does have replaceable batteries. So if you bought another one from them, they're like 40, 50 bucks. I don't think my code works on those though. But what happens if you don't have a battery and you're dead? Now you can't use it. All right, I'm done complaining. It comes with felt filters for your tips. This is from this one, but this one comes with those as well. And some silicone grease, which is great. These are Viton O-rings. So it is very good against acidic products, but not like vinegar. Don't use vinegar or anything like that. Like on the pump, there's an O-ring right here that you can lube up. This one's already got lube on it. That's gonna give you that resistance to acidic products and actually slightly alkaline. Viton is not great against high alkaline, like pH 12 and stuff above. It's not as good against those. You do have this strap right here, which I just think is useless. Personally, there's no length to it. I mean, why talk about the IK if you don't show it? So this is what I'm talking about. This is the elongated compressor versus this bigger top. So from a storage standpoint, this is going to fit in a much better area. This has got a little bit more height to it. The IK has that valve port right here that I was telling you about, and you have the pump. So you can do both at the same time. You don't have to swap tops because it's just being fed from a compressor. The line goes here, and that way if you don't have this, you can just use an air compressor to fill it up. This one does okay, but like I said, it's so far away. This one is much closer, and it is all metal here. It just feels better. Now, truly in the end, it's going to come down to performance. And I am going to modify this one to accept the Schrader valve to even the playing field against the IK. So for $10, you can buy a pack of 4 of these Schrader valves. These right here. What's gonna make that a little bit difficult is this has a narrow neck. It doesn't have a neck where you can kind of reach your fingers in there and then, you know, kind of guide it.
What exactly does third base feel like?
Like warm apple pie.
Yeah? McDonald's or homemade?
We're gonna have to use a little bit of ingenuity here. Then with that valve, we're gonna be able to hook it up to the Shumi inflator. All inflators will stop at a specific PSI that you set, but in order to turn them on, you have to hit the button to turn them on. This one has start stop. If I link this below, this is the only one I know that does this. There are other models made by Shumi that it doesn't work. The symbol isn't there. So I cannot guarantee it. The only one I can guarantee is the one that I bought. And if they change the listing, I couldn't guarantee that either. I'm using 3M kind of Velcro here. It's just really stout, powerful Velcro. Now I'm hoping the adhesive sticks to this right here. I haven't prepped it or anything. I'm just gonna stick it right on and see if it stays. So with this exact Schrader valve that I'll list below, you need a 1/2 inch drill bit. All of these different ones, they all have different size gaskets and stuff. Here goes nothing. And remember, when you're done, you're gonna need to clean out all of the plastic pieces that may have fell into here. You don't want them to get picked up. Whew, that took a minute. This is a thicker wall than the other ones that I have cut before. That will work. You see, we now have a hole in the top. Now, how am I going to get that on there? Because my finger, I can't reach that. Well, how about a clothes hanger? So I cut the back straight part off of a clothes hanger. I have hooked it around and I have wrapped a bunch of my favorite Teflon tape, which is Blue Monster, because Blue Monster, once it gets hit with any kind of compression, it hardens. This Schrader valve can sit on, that's not tight. So when I get it here, when I get it in the hole, and once that goes through there, I'll be able to pull this and keep it from falling in. Have to push this through here, and then I've got to push on the valve a little bit to fit it in there. There we go. It was almost perfect. So I'm going to grab a pick and guide it. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to leave this on there until I can get this cap over the top and then get the nut here. And then I'm just going to keep tightening this down and hopefully it holds air. And now the Foam X Pro has exactly what it should have had, a Schrader valve. I'm going to take the adhesive off and then I'm going to find the perfect spot to just put that on there. So I'm going to hold the button down and turn it on. I'm going to hold the left button and at the same time hit the right button. When I do that, this little symbol shows up in the right hand corner and I can change my PSI, 45. We've always used incredible Suds as a way to do foam with these. But for me, these will be tools that I will use in a decon wash. I use the IK eFoam Pro 12 for my Maniac wheel and tire, which I love. It's my favorite wheel and tire cleaner. It's amazing. These are from Maniac as well, but I have never used them before. I just got them in. So I wanted a pre-foam alkaline. That way I can use it sometimes when the car's a little bit too dirty, a little bit stronger than Incredible Suds. And then there's Descale foam shampoo that I can use in the decon step when we're trying to use the acidic side to kind of rejuvenate the coating, get the minerals and stuff off of there. So both of these we're using about 100 to 1. Now just calculating that, we're probably gonna go a little bit stronger. We're gonna be probably like 93 to 1. 100 to 1 is like, for a gallon is 37.5 milliliters. Well, I'm not gonna measure out 37.5 milliliters. I'm just gonna measure out 40. That's gonna put it right about, like I said, 92.5, 93 or so to 1. So before we get to the testing, check the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hype points, if you feel I deserve them, you can toss me some my way. If not, at the end of the video, I will show you a small creator that you can support with hype points. Let's have some fun. This one has the Descale shampoo. That one has the foam pre-wash. So it's filled up with 2 gallons, so it's all the way up here, so there's not much void area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep pumping until the pressure relief valve starts opening up. Whoa! 26 pumps. Now, I don't know what it relieves at. I believe it's 45, who knows? But we have some air in there now. We're gonna see how long this takes to start up and run. It always winds up being right there in front of the handle. That sucks. So when we hit on button, we'll do our stopwatch. 25 seconds to fill up from the 2-gallon mark? Seems a bit much. Red lock thing is not holding on very well. It don't like it. 25 seconds. The little inflator took the same amount of time. I can't say for sure if that stopped at 40 or if it stopped at 45. This stopped at 45. Now let's see how long this lasts from the 2-gallon mark to full. 25 seconds. So I was wrong. I thought 25 seconds was a long time, but I guess not. It was 25 seconds, and this little guy was 25 seconds as well. Well, let's relieve a little bit of air and find out the dB rating of this from the distance that is the max that this cord will be as I stand away from it. We got ambient at 33.5. 74 decibels. All right, let's try this one. 72 decibels. So I'm thinking these are at 40 and this is at 45 because the pressure is releasing at way more of a height than those two. So this thing right here may actually be working better than both of them. All right, let's turn it on. 73 decibels. So between all these, it's basically pick the sound that you like the most. See, I don't know if you can really tell. See how high that pressure relief valve is compared to this one? This is definitely less pressure. 53 PSI is when it goes off. So this one I took the inflator off of it so we can see what it's like from a pump standpoint. We have it just basically where the pressure is about to blow out on it. Let's see how long it'll last before it dies. You run this two ways. You can put your hand on the handle and then push down, or you can hold it like this and pull up. I would prefer the pull up method. Let's see, do we get foam? There's some foam. Look at that. Can we do it from further away? It's very lean in the middle, very lean. The outer is much more, you can tell, see? I'm going back and forth and I'm still lean in the middle. And now we're starting to run out of our pressure. We got nothing. So as we lost pressure, you can see we kept getting leaner and leaner in the middle. I'm with this. This is the last time I'm doing any pumping. So let's count from this point, how many pumps does it take to get back to full? Hey, 25 again. Now we have more air in there, so it should last a little bit longer. See, when we're at first, that's better. We still have lean, but it's better. If we get close like this, we're good. Right? But when we get further away, you can see it. We didn't even cover up those middle parts. But if we get closer, we can get some good foam. So I'm going to use my garden hose to rinse this off, but this is a garden hose to 1/4 inch adapter here. And it has my Ely Quick Connect in the end. So I'm able to just quickly run that and then put any kind of nozzle I want on here. And this is the 0.4 millimeter Keeve nozzle. It's a 1/4 inch shower nozzle. So I did this backwards. I did the Descale shampoo first, which really should be second. The pre-wash, the high pH alkaline should be done first to get the grit and road grime and stuff off. Then you go to the Descale. All right, I have the inflator set up to automatically turn on. It's set at that 45. So we're gonna see if we keep the pressure up, does the spray pattern, is it better? So we're gonna start from a little bit further away so we can see our lean condition is at the highest of pressure. The highest of pressure is a little different. We got like skips and leans, like all over. It's a little more even. So if we went slower, get a pretty decent coverage. Really good there. maintaining 39. As long as it stays above 38, 39 PSI, we're getting a pretty decent, more of an even spray. So from a pump perspective, in my opinion, it sucks. You can get to max, but your spray pattern is only good for a very small period of time. It still sprays foam, obviously, but it does not spray foam at the level that I myself expect, especially from $100 unit that is pump only. $100 with no Schrader valve, no nothing, just $100. These, to me, these need the constant compressed air running, which is my preferred method anyway. I hate the pump. So manually pumping wheel and tire, I think you're good. Spot treating, I think you're okay, but a whole car pumping, nah, not at least not for me. You want that forearm strength, you go ahead. I'll have other exercises for that.
Go and check my mail over there.
You been lifting weights?
No.
If you're wanting to know the hydrophobics on this, it's DIY Details new Envie. Code Cars will Kiva save you 10%. Also on the Maniac, well, code Cars will Kiva save you 10% at the House of Rags. DIY Detail or House of Rags for the Envie, or Envie, they call it. Their new ceramic detail spray replaces ceramic gloss. I just did it as a drying aid, and it's good. I believe it is on. Green light's on. And below it, there's a blue light. But that blue light will only come on if this thing runs and runs and runs for, I think, 2 minutes. If it runs more than 2 minutes, it automatically shuts itself off, and that blue light comes on. See, at a higher pressure, it's not uniform, right? It's heavy and light. That was quick. It's heavy and light. But if we keep a nice, steady go, we're good. I think the extra 5 PSI in that is a big difference with whatever this is operating at. I mean, we get some pretty good. You want to get in close? Look at that. And we're going to run forever. And it obviously can move air faster than you can spray it because it stops. So you know it's reaching its max point. Unlike the little inflator, it just runs the whole time and maintains 39 to 40 and it doesn't shut off. And what I'm doing right now is pouring the Descale into the IK. You see how the IK sprays. And boy, if it doesn't spray good, I'm gonna look real dumb. All that spraying that we did, there's still a lot left in there. All right, the IK is filled up now. The first thing you're gonna notice about the IK is the spray pattern is much wider. See what I'm talking about coverage-wise? Look how wide that spray pattern is. And if I'm close like this, I can go pretty quick. But when you're up close, it's the same as the other one. I'd say the IK may be foaming a little bit better. The biggest thing about the IK is it can cover a wider area quicker. Now, that's maybe because it's putting out more liquid, more product, possibly. Could we be depleting it quicker? Possibly. But that spray pattern from that distance, how even that is. There's no lean condition. With these, it's great because it's air compressor motor, so it works the same whether it's all the way down or not. It's not like the electric ones where we have to have a load on them to really know how long it should last. This is just an air compressor. It's going to run the same whether it's off the tank, on the tank, doesn't matter. Their thing says it can last 13 cars or 2,000 square feet. Now, when it's 2,000 square feet, I can understand if you're spraying chemicals on concrete or something, yeah. But 13 cars, like how do you judge that? Like how big is the car? How much are you using? Like that's way out there. We're just gonna go basically off of how long it runs. We stopped again at about the 10-minute, 20-second mark. So about every 4.5 to 5.5 minutes, it hits this red here. It is not hot in any way. So I'm gonna stop this real quick. We can actually use the old one and we could run this while it's full. And then we could use the Schrader valve to check the pressure of what this is stopping at, right? All right, we're stopped now. Let's put ints in here. 32.7, 32.6 is where it stopped. Yeah, that's low. It said it was 40, but it did 32.7. So is the Sprayers Plus Foam X Pro a good product? Absolutely, it's a good product. If I've never touched an IK sprayer, I would say this is probably the best. The IK costs more, but overall performance is better. It has an hour and 10-minute runtime life with a 2.6 amp hour battery. This is about 25 minutes or so, maybe could be 30 with a 2.2 amp hour battery. So it uses battery way more. I put the top on the Schrader valve one and measured it at 32.5 is when it turned off. So that spray pattern is not great at that pressure. So why can't we make the setting 36, 37, 38 maybe? So there you go. Check the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to check out the discount codes below as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hype points, if you feel I deserve them, you can throw some my way. If not, I will show you a small creator that you can support. So what we got today is Sock from Detailing Made Simple. He's got a controversial one here. It's not worth $500. Optimum cordless battery polish. Uh-oh, we're getting controversial here. Swipe left. This gets you hype points. Hype it up. We can give him 780 points right there. Sock's a really good guy, really nice guy. He probably doesn't like the polisher because it takes him 40 minutes to do a door. There you go. I'll see you in the next video. Their eFoam Pro, their eFoam, you know, Viton O-rings is oh my gosh. Pre-wash, if you were doing, as I did the acidics, just so, all right, the IK is filled up now. About the IK is the spread. So there you go, don't forget to like, so there you go, don't forget to check it. So there you go, don't forget to like, in the video, also the discount codes will be available. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm fixing to show you a small creator to watch.